They say silence is the loudest form of power. Imagine a street at dawn, the world still half asleep, and then, gliding out of the fog, a silhouette that doesn't need to shout to be noticed. This isn't just another SUV, it's a statement from America's oldest luxury house. Welcome back to Royale Rev, where craftsmanship meets charisma. Today, we're about to experience the 2026 Lincoln Black Diamond SUV, an American crown forged in silence. For more than a century, Lincoln has been America's quiet answer to Europe's aristocracy. Cars built not for the loudest, but for the most self-assured. And now, in 2026, the Black Diamond takes that legacy and carves it into a new symbol of luxury. A flagship SUV that speaks in whispers yet commands attention like thunder. As the camera drifts around it, the first impression isn't aggression, it's presence. The long hood stretches forward like a tailored tuxedo, each contour sculpted under soft light. A single illuminated Lincoln star glows from within a crystal-cut grille, and a halo of running lights outlines its authority. It doesn't chase the spotlight, it creates its own. Lincoln calls it the art of serene power, and that's exactly what this machine represents. While others boast horsepower, Lincoln crafts atmosphere. Every inch of this SUV tells you it was designed for those who measure luxury not by volume, but by calm. Over the next few minutes, we'll peel back its layers, from that commanding exterior to the lounge-like interior where leather meets light, from its whisper-quiet hybrid powertrain to the technology that predicts your comfort before you even ask. We'll explore how the Black Diamond turns every journey into an experience, and why this SUV might just redefine what American luxury truly means. Because sometimes, the most powerful roar is silence. From the moment the Black Diamond enters your sight line, it doesn't merely appear, it arrives. The front end is a masterclass in restrained power. A sculpted, vertical grille finished in deep-cut chrome crystals catches light like a fine watch bezel. Each pattern feels hand-milled, cascading outward from the illuminated Lincoln star at its heart. The LED headlamps are razor-thin, their signature pattern resembling jewelry lines, subtle, deliberate, and distinctly American. From the front-angle view, you sense balance rather than bulk. The proportions are commanding yet graceful, the hood sweeping down into lines that imply movement even when parked. Shift toward the side profile, and the visual rhythm changes. A floating roofline glides above darkened glass, giving a limousine-like silhouette that stretches elegantly from nose to tail. Chrome accents have been replaced by satin-plated trims, more champagne than silver, catching light softly rather than glaring with flash. 24-inch turbine-inspired wheels anchor the body, not for show, but as sculptural statements in motion. The sheer length and height of the Black Diamond exude confidence. It's not oversized, it's stately. Walk to the rear, and you meet one of Lincoln's most poetic signatures, a full-width light bar that fades in like the first hint of sunrise. The rear glass is clean, nearly seamless, and the tailgate wears minimal badging, just a subtle black diamond etching beneath the glowing Lincoln star. Even the exhaust tips are hidden, because this SUV doesn't advertise its power, it conceals it with grace. Then, the doors open, not swing, but present, and the real revelation begins. The interior is less cabin, more sanctuary. Imagine stepping into a world where every surface seems to absorb noise and reflect calm. Lincoln calls it quiet flight DNA, but it feels closer to architectural harmony. Supple Bridge of Weir leather in two-tone black pearl and glacier ivory wraps every panel. Real American walnut accents flow across the dash in a single unbroken sweep, inspired by the lines of a yacht deck. Ambient lighting pulses gently in 128 shades, tuned to your heart rate through the seat sensors, a detail that borders on magic. Each seat is individually contoured and cooled, offering a recline mode that rivals first-class air travel. The second row isn't an afterthought. It's a lounge of its own, complete with deployable leg rests, fold-out touch displays, and an optional champagne cooler tucked discreetly between the seats. The third row? Still refined. No penalties for extra passengers here. Technology hides in plain sight. A panoramic OLED screen spans the dashboard, merging driver display and infotainment without visible breaks. The AI assistant responds in natural conversation, predicting preferences, temperature, massage intensity, even ambient lighting mood, before you reach for a control. The sound system, developed with Revel Ultima 3D, uses 28 speakers embedded into the headrests, doors, and roof pillars. The result? Not loud, immersive. Sitting inside the 2026 Black Diamond feels like a private retreat in motion, a space built not to impress others, but to restore the one inside it. If the design whispers authority and the interior cocoons you in serenity, the technology beneath the 2026 Lincoln Black Diamond does something rarer. It anticipates your every move. Lincoln's engineers didn't just upgrade systems. They redefined how silence and motion coexist. The powertrain is built around Lincoln's next-generation E-Glide hybrid drive, a plug-in hybrid system blending a twin-turbo V6 with dual electric motors. The result is a seamless surge of power, nearly 600 horsepower delivered not with drama, but with grace. It glides rather than accelerates, building speed the way a private jet lifts off, smooth, confident, and eerily quiet. There's no abrupt gear change, no mechanical growl, just an endless wave of torque whispering through the cabin. The suspension tells another story of refinement. Lincoln calls it adaptive Serenity Control. Using 12 sensors, LiDAR mapping, and predictive AI, the system scans the road 200 times per second. When it sees a pothole ahead, it adjusts before you even feel it. It's not just adaptive suspension, it's preemptive comfort. You don't brace for the bump, the SUV erases it. And when you take the wheel, the Black Diamond feels almost telepathic. The steering is featherlight at low speeds for city maneuvering, yet gains subtle weight as you approach highway pace, grounding you in stability. Engage whisper drive mode, and the cabin transforms into near silence, canceling out exterior noise through counter-frequency acoustics built into the glass itself. It's an engineering trick borrowed from aerospace sound cancellation, and it's unervingly effective. For those moments when the open road calls, switch to dynamic serenity mode, Lincoln's way of saying spirited without breaking the peace. The hybrid system comes alive, delivering instantaneous torque through all four wheels, while active torque vectoring keeps the mass composed through corners. You don't drive the Black Diamond so much as conduct it. Inside, the technology experience is tailored to human rhythm, not screens and menus. The dashboard OLED display blends driver and infotainment zones, but it's the Lincoln Aura AI assistant that sets it apart. It learns your patterns, where you drive, when you prefer warmth or chill, even your preferred scent intensity from the built-in diffuser. Each command feels less like tech, more like intuition. Connectivity is full 5G with satellite redundancy, meaning your navigation, music, and concierge services stay online even in remote wilderness. And with Lincoln Silent Command, you can summon or park the SUV autonomously, guided by smartphone gestures alone. Performance here isn't measured in seconds from 0 to 60. It's measured in heartbeats unraised. The 2026 Black Diamond isn't chasing adrenaline. It's delivering mastery. This is what happens when technology stops showing off and starts understanding you. Driving the 2026 Lincoln Black Diamond isn't about reaching a destination. It's about arriving with intention. This is the kind of SUV that doesn't shout success. It embodies it. When you glide through the city in near silence, the world notices without quite knowing why. The polished surfaces, the way light moves across its body, it has that same aura as a perfectly tailored suit or a private residence hidden behind iron gates. It's sophistication that doesn't ask for permission to impress. Every part of this SUV is a reflection of the Lincoln philosophy, a century-old commitment to quiet luxury. It's a phrase that's become the brand's North Star. From the Continental of the 1960s to this modern masterpiece, Lincoln has always designed for those who prefer elegance over excess. The Black Diamond carries that torch forward into the electric era, not by chasing trends, but by redefining them. When you sit behind the wheel, surrounded by silence broken only by your heartbeat and the muted rhythm of the road, it feels less like driving a machine and more like being understood. The steering, the power delivery, the climate, everything seems to know what you want before you realize it. That's the beauty of considered engineering. It doesn't need to prove itself, it just works in harmony with you. And for the owner, the experience extends far beyond the drive. Lincoln's concierge service, a personal liaison for scheduling maintenance, arranging detailing, even planning long-distance routes, turns ownership into something closer to membership. It's automotive luxury curated for those who value time more than torque. As night falls and the interior lighting shifts to a soft sapphire glow, the Black Diamond feels almost alive. It's not just another vehicle in the driveway. It's a personal retreat, a moving sculpture, a reminder that true luxury is measured not in decibels or data, but in peace. So, when the question inevitably comes, what's the best luxury SUV for 2026? Perhaps it's time to stop asking who's the fastest and start asking who's the calmest. Because the 2026 Lincoln Black Diamond doesn't just move you, it refines you. Would you take this over a Rolls-Royce Cullinan or a Range Rover Autobiography for your dream garage? Let me know in the comments below. And if Serenity on Wheels is your kind of luxury, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us here at Royale Rev, where power meets presence, and every ride tells a story worth remembering.